Hey there, my fellow expansionists, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Manor Lords, Episode 6, Two Territories. Okay, I think all of the basics got built. So, I'll have a road out to the King's Road. And then... they don't have the timber for multiple houses. Up to 3. Okay. Because I'm really only looking to have enough houses to self-support this little outpost. To make sure that I have someone collecting berries, someone hunting, someone mining the clay, the basic logistics, and then packing, exporting over to my hometown. Oh, right, and it does need a little marketplace. I'll set the marketplace up here. Real fugly, but, you know, doesn't need to be pretty. I'm not going to be looking at it mostly. The King's Roads interconnect all regions with one another, so you don't need to set up the roads between regions yourself. In fact, you wouldn't even be able to. I don't think that roads can... bridge the... Actually, if you own multiple regions, I guess they can bridge the gaps. But, the logistics of pack station... the pack stations are, like, invisible, as I'll demonstrate soon. I can bridge. Okay, cool. Doesn't really look right, because there's a brook in between. But, good enough. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, the approval rating of my home tile sucks badly. So let's get this manor built so I can reduce the tax burden. So I don't think I have access to taxes until that manor gets upgraded, which is kind of funny. It's like, because you're working slow, taxes are horrible. It's a hard argument to drive. It's technically true, but I totally get that my civilians don't believe it. Off leveled up. So we had mentioned wanting to the policy of hunting grounds would be ideal, but then also maybe trapping, because Goldhoff is really good for hunting and trapping. So its development point will be spent in hunting. It's also worth mentioning, like, we can gain access to those the policies if I just build a manor house, so I can get the bare necessities to be able to get a manor house up here too. And I think we have 12 houses and 6 families. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get rid of the worker camp, wherever it is. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Now, if I want regional income here, there is an argument to be made that in order to gain access to regional income, so I can actually do, like, Bruggage plot investments, getting level 2 would be even better than level 1, but I'd rather advance my home tile more, so I'm not going to worry about that. They do, however, need a woodcutter, or they are going to freeze badly in the winter, so let's get one up. One's probably enough. Oh, yeah, you're fired. Don't worry, it's a good thing. Now that, now I can also add some more units with the treasury I have. So we're building pack stations, but I'm not... So the way to set these up is like I can say, hey, I want you to send hides and receive shoes. Or like receive something that like my home tile makes that Goldhoff would need. And you can pick like, you barter with Yodaville for sending hides and retrieving something. And you can build your pack stations either on either side of the trade. So I could build the pack stations here, which is what I chose to do, because it's easier to make level 1 people happy. Or I could build it over here. Oh god, you guys are out of firewood. What happened? Don't I have 3 woodcutters? You'd think that'd be enough. Alright, fine. I will get more than that. No, that's too close to hunting. I'll put a woodcutter next to the manor. That's another disadvantage of like trying to manage 2 at once, is it's very easy to overlook the place you're not managing. I can't imagine trying to manage like more than 2. It'd be honestly a nuisance, not a benefit at that point. Oh no, approval's low because you have to build the manor. I don't know what else to tell you. If you want me to reduce taxes, you have to build that manor. I'm going to fire some farmhouse workers so the manor gets built quicker. And then also the... Oh, I built it over here. The Woodcutter's Lodge. What? I went from 0 months of fuel to 11 months of fuel? I'm not really sure how that worked.
Don't forget to check the level of the foundation.
I think there was a misreading of some sort. Got it. Well, we have some barley, we have some malt, we have some ale. So, as soon as I'm able to adjust the tax levels... Oh, here we go. I actually don't need you to be taxed at all. I'm going to employ someone in the tavern and get some more level 3 burgages. So the approval rating is going to skyrocket here because taxing stopped and beer started flowing again. So I'll check back in a second. Yeah, it is based upon what territory I was in. Sometimes what I have found is when you switch territories like this, your up top bar doesn't switch with you, and it gets stuck in a previous one that is incorrect. That has happened to be a bunch. So it's not always like obvious that the game is telling you the wrong territory. And this is laid out horribly. I will openly admit nothing makes sense in this layout, but it doesn't really matter. It's just an outpost. There, that should be enough houses for everything we need there. And yeah, approval rating's already going up. There's a little bit of like historical memory of like, oh yeah, you were really bad to us. But there you go. For some reason or another, the trees weren't removed, which makes it look not right. but you could see the little entry towers and the garrison tower that's completely obscured by tree. Oh, and it disappeared. Well, what was once there. And the last thing we wanted to build out here, just to be able to do policy, is the manor. So I'm just going to build a little manor here. Not adding anything to it, just a simple manor, so that we can do that policy that allows us to hunt better. All right, approval ratings back up. And as soon as the old lack of entertainment and taxation fades from memory, they will be even happier. So, where am I supplying tavern supply? Nowhere? It's hard to believe. I have 23 ale and someone working in the tavern. It'll probably take a minute to update. There's one. So I needed 3 more. 2. So the current priority is to become a medium town, I suppose. Let me update that. I'm going to fill the tavern so that we really can push that ahead. There we go. Number 3. Oh, that should be enough. Sorry, tavern workers. But pair back. Back over to Goldhoff. Start to get clay, and let's start to do the exports. So Goldhoff is going to be a pretty decent source of meat and hides. Do we need hides back home? Let's check. Yes. So I'm going to export meat, hides, and clay. So I need 1 more pack station. It's 1 per resource. Oh, I don't even have enough wood to build that. That's embarrassing. There we go. I'll go back to it in a minute. All right, you know what? Logging camp. Your work area is right here, so that my manor is not overgrown with trees. What I could have done is, like, put a farm there, knocked all the trees down for free, and then it would have been fine. So once this is done being built, we are medium town. For more development points and policies. Oh, I didn't pet him on the cam? Sorry. That's my fault. I didn't hear it. Hey, bud. There we go. Policies. Hunting grounds. Done. So now the wild animal rich deposit is even more effective here. It's just this Goldhoff now sucks to farm. Wild animal on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of crops being useful. And we have... Oh, Yodaville just got level 3. We have meat to export. I have to be careful not to export all the meat, so I'm going to order a mule here. A mule... And this first meal will be sending, let's say, hides. Because I don't use hides in Goldhof to create leather, so it's worthless. And then in return, we will ask for... nothing. We're just going to export. Both regions must offer something to work. Fine. Tools. I have a bunch of tools in Yodahheim, or Yodaville. Yodaville just leveled up to a medium town, so doubles the amount of meat harvested by hunters. That might be useful. Or fertilization, although I don't have any pasture animals. Maybe bakeries to make efficient bread. I don't really know. I'll do apiaries. A new source of food. Why not? We'll build some apiaries. And I'll build them right next to the brewery so that they're like mead. There's no such thing as mead, I'm pretending here, but brewery plus honey equals mead, as far as I'm concerned. Actually, let's export clay. Because this will make... if I export clay, it will be way more obvious. So in Yodaville, I have 0 clay. Right? Literally no clay. My pit ran out. So if I start exporting it, it will be very, very obvious very quickly that that we have a source of clay again. So as soon as my clay is non-zero, we know that pack had worked. And we have another pack station, so as soon as I get another mule, I'll set up another export here. I wanted a 3rd pack. There we go. So what I'm doing here is I'm allowing the forager at Goldhof to keep the berries, so that there's always like some food in Goldhof, because it's also very difficult to limit exportation, because there's no like do until you have or make sure you keep X in stock. So if I start exporting meat, there's a very real situation where like they export all of their meat and they starve if I don't have a secondary source of food. Ooh, a bandit camp. Oh, and I also have enough influence to claim something else. So I'm just going to claim this area. And we're going southeast to the bandit camp. So at this point, Goldhof also has his retinue troops, but I'm going to send my spearmen 1 unit, not all of them. I'm not going to go overkill, down to go deal with those bandits. Do you get raided in this game? Yes. Not often, and not so much in this scenario unless you commit yourself to war, but yes. Okay, we have a 2nd export now. So clay and hides for stone. I don't know. Sure, whatever. So now I have people working in that, and we should start to see clay and hides coming in from Goldhof. So I'll check on that soon. My money's on me! That was weird. They like charged through me, and they're gone. Now, I know I didn't get to the win condition of this scenario, mostly because it takes a little bit longer than I've had to build up the troops for it. So I know that I'm closing in on the end of the stream, and I think what I'm going to do is attack one of the barons. They're going to win the fight, because there's virtually no situation where I win, because I haven't spent enough time building up my forces. But it gives you an idea of what the larger scale battles look like. So let's see. Yep, I have 1 clay here in Yodaville. Nope, there's 2. So yes, the export is now exporting. Appropriately. So the last priority here is commit suicide attacking a neighbor baron. I am absolutely not going to win because I know the difficulty level, and yeah, I'm not there yet. I could try to hire out some mercenaries. The green caps arrive in Goldhof, which is not too far away, and I can afford them for 2 months. So I'll try to win. I mean, there's a small chance I win. Just not a small one. So the first thing we're going to do is rally Goldhof's retinue soldiers to me. And then once they get here, I'll commit to the fight. But I already own about half the map. Actually, wait, 8. Yeah, I own half the map. It's not 9. Alright, so this is Goldhof's retinue soldiers, and time for me to rally my own. And hire out Goldhof's mercenaries. And waiting for everyone to converge into one big blob so I can declare war on a neighbor baron. Again, I have the priority as committing suicide because that's very much what this is. I do not think I have the forces to win this. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna super YOLO this and get the other mercenary contract, meaning that I have no money, but live fast, die young. That's the concept here. So, in order to push a claim against another lord, you can... Actually, I might not... Where's my war declaration? I might not have left myself with enough... Oh god, I don't have enough influence for a war declaration? I did this wrong. Alright, mercenaries, you're all fired. So the issue is they don't actually exist on these map tiles. They own the land, but they don't do anything with it. There's no one to actually attack. I forgot that I needed more influence to actually declare on them. I wonder if I could just insult them. I don't think it works like that, but I'm laughing at them, see how they respond. And yeah, attacking both. Diplomacy, as I said before, is not really a feature so much in the game yet. So I would need a little bit more influence to declare a surprise war. If I'm lucky, I'll get like a bandit to be like, hey, you want to fight? And I'll have the influence all of a sudden. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford these mercenaries, so I'm just going to fire them. All right, everyone, go back to work. It was a drill, and you passed the drill. I have worn down the treasury considerably, and you're all free to go back to your daily lives. If I can't manage to do it in the last 10 minutes, I can tell you what ends up happening. They rally a force of like, I don't know, maybe 200 units, 150 units, something in that ballpark. And what ends up happening is there will be a specific zone sort of between your two zones. So like if I attacked Selbits here, it would be like a battleground here, and we would duke it out, and whoever holds the point as kind of like a king of the hill for the 90 days for the battle wins the war. And then my claims, if I make claims on their territory, would be met, and I would own their territory. So that's the way it's supposed to work. It's very hard to get to that point within the 4-hour span of a stream. I wanted to try, and I kind of got there. So yeah, how much clay have we imported now? 63. So as you can see, it's a very fast tool to transfer resources between zones. It's just, when I say it's like magically teleports over there, if I take a look at the pack station here, the people who are in the pack station, they're moving, but they kind of just... Are they actually going to use the roads? Oh yeah, they're using the roads. No, I take it back. I slandered them inappropriately. They're actually using the roads. When I did this, the last time I did it, they... I didn't have road networks between the two, so they kind of just disappeared at one and reappeared at the other, like disappearing into the forest. But yeah, you can see the pack workers actually packing up the clay, and or hides in this case, and transporting it over to Goldhof, or over to Yodaville. Oh, look at it! Yodaville has 13 months of food, 14 months of fuel. Very well supplied. They could use a little bit more alcohol. And then there's the stretch goal of getting... So let's try to go for a large town instead of attacking a neighbor. Become a large town. It's a bit of a stretch for the remaining time, but I'm up to the task. Because right now I have a source of beer. So I need one more home built. That's 2. So, 1. Oh, no, that became 1 somehow. Oh, because I changed the way it was laid out. Alright, that'll work. Can I fire burning cows? No. There's no catapults of flaming cows. Sorry to disappoint. God, I've had no foragers here? What is everyone... I'm going to reduce the storehouse, increase the forager hut, reduce logging. Focusing on Goldhof made me neglect here a bit. I have 300 planks. Oh, dear lord, stop cutting planks. Forester, I don't really need. Let's put them into the farm. Nope, I don't need the communal oven workers because I have no flour. So we'll just use the builders. Oh, that's another level 3. That will be number 12 of 15. I might be able to do it. Oh, I'm out of clay tiles. So let's get the clay furnace up and running for roof tiles, because that's the bottleneck. So that means I would not be able to meet the goal of becoming a large town without importing clay from Goldhof. So without that importation of clay, I would have bottlenecked on clay and needed to do trades. Oh, that's actually one more thing that I meant to do, is to show you regional trades. So let's build up a trade station. The trade is, I find, kind of overly simplified, but I'll show you how it works. So I'll put the trade post next to the large storehouse and get that built as a high priority. Well, that's another level 3. It's happening. I'm up to 13 maybe? And maybe at the end I'll do a first-person tour. I'll run around in my Farquaad cloak, bossing people around. Oh, I'm the boss around here. I think that's how it looks, right? Another level 3. Another level 3. Oh yeah, I'm actually going to become a large town. I didn't think it would be possible this quickly. But the beer flows and the people grow. Almost made that happen. It was close. Wow, look at that supply. Vegetables, berries, bread, eggs, apples, honey. Well, I had honey a second ago. Which reminds me, I actually don't have anyone working in the second apiary. So I have 13 current level 3s and 2 under construction. Yep, that's 15. So then I would need 20 level 2s or higher. So any of these that are like, have the capacity to become level 2, I should upgrade. There's 1. There's 2. They're kind of missing food stalls. What I can try to do, although it is a bit of a stretch, is to set up a market here and hope that food stalls are opened up. What's with the... Oh, this is a King's Road. Sometimes when you clip into the King's Road, the game is like, oh, you're too close to the road, you don't own that territory, and it doesn't let you build.
That head hurts. I tell her maybe screaming all the time wouldn't hurt.
I'll also try for a small... 2 stalls? That's not enough. 8, that will do. I'm trying to increase supply so that the level 1s can become level 2s, because the fuel is not being supplied to these eastern houses, which is the bottleneck right now. Whoa, the granary over here in Goldhof. They have a lot of meat and berries. My lord. They're like, we're running out of room, dude. Gotta build a bigger granary. That's a good problem to have. In fact, my granary back home hasn't been upgraded either, so I'm gonna upgrade that now. We are at 16 level 3s, so I just need 1 more level 2. Do I have one in progress? There we go! And abandoned camp. Hold on, hold on. Where is it? Oh, wow. It's really close to my border. It's gonna be easy. Am I extending the stream? No, sadly no. You know, I'm a father. I can't No, I've been hearing my kid cry, hoping to see me, so I gotta end on time. So the trading post, that's the other thing I wanted to show. So the way these work is you stock people in them. You need at least 2 people. The first person is a trader, the other person is like a transporter. And then once you have the people in them, the way they work is that they periodically just import the goods that you ask for with regional wealth. So if I, let's say, wanted to import barley, I click this to establish a trade route. And let's say also wheat. So now I'm periodically importing barley and wheat. And once the wagons with barley and wheat arrive, I can actually hit those little eye icons to see them walk to me and deliver barley and wheat for the import price of like 12 regional wealth per unit imported. So it's a rather simple system, but it works. And I can also order horses to help with the transportation of that stuff. So let's see, do I have them? Yep, here they are. Here is one of them is barley and one of them is wheat coming in, delivering to Yodaville. I also don't have enough stable space for the horse that I just bought. I'm so confused. Where am I? Oh, here we are. So the trade house is here, so let's build a little stable across the street. My army, how are you doing? Did you already beat them? I wasn't looking. I'm assuming they already won the fight. And my treasury. So, we are officially a large town, which is the maximum size, because I have all of the level 3 burgages that are required. So this is as big as you get. So how many development points is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have 6 total development points. So you do have to kind of pick wisely. I don't know. Advanced beekeeping. I already paid for the apiaries, I guess. And as promised, the last thing I'll do is a little tour of the village. I feel like this will be a very old reference, and I doubt anyone will get it, but I feel like I need to hop back and forth going, berries and cream, given the way I'm dressed. That probably went whoosh over almost everyone here, but it was a good reference, given my Tutti Frutti tights. So yeah, oh, you know what? One place I want to go to is my own manor. But yeah, it's pretty nice. This kind of view kind of reminds me of the game The Guild, or Guild, the Guild 1, 2, and 3 series, which is somewhat similar. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. Here's my impassable gate. It's a wall. So I would like to show you my home. Show you my pimped crib, but I can't get in there. I'm not allowed in my own home. Let me in! Okay, that's another reference. But here are my lovely... Those are the smallest apple trees I've ever seen in my life. My apple orchard of my dwarf apples, I guess. Oh, and I can get through there? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm trespassing now. All your root vegetables are belong to me. But, yeah, it's, yeah, there's the tour. It's very pretty from down here. You know, you don't really appreciate the finer details. There's a really, oh god. Autosave. There's a real fine attention to detail for a lot of the stuff here that is hard to appreciate from 300 meters up. Like the fact that there's like, okay, there's minimal physics, but there's some physics. Also, you have the lowest voice.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of that view. Yeah. So this is where I'm gonna leave off with the nicest voice actor that lady ever had. But there you have the long and short coverage of Manor Lords. I'm sorry I can't really show you. I wasn't able to show you the big scale battle between me and another. Actually, you know what? Maybe. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but yeah, I just declared war because I had enough influence for it. So I'm gonna go overtime, but like not by much. Just to, because promise is a promise, right? I make promises to you as much as I do to my own child, so it's how much I like you guys. So I just declared war on. I'm not gonna try to say his name. And now we're duking it out. So he wants a response from me? Really? My claims are non-negotiable. Come on, fight me. Actually, I do have, Ooh, arrives in Yoderville. Yes, please. Actually, I'll sign both contracts, it's just he can't sign them. As denial. Alright, Baron von... whatever your name is. Let's go. Let's fight. Did you roll over? Like, come on, man. I wasn't... I mean, maybe it helps to read. I'm not sure this Baron understands what a war declaration means. Yo, we're at war, buddy. It works a little bit better when you claim his land. I didn't have the 2k influence to claim his land. I only had the 500 influence for a war declaration, which doesn't seem to be working right now. Because the long and short of it is, like, these other barons don't have physical towns. They just, like, own... Okay, here we go. No, my claims are non-negotiable. I want to fight you. Come fight, you yellow-bellied coward. I'm trying to fulfill this promise to you guys, but, like, Mr. Selbit's owner is not committed to this fight. And I only have 16 days left on these mercenary contracts, and then they disband? So... yeah. This might be the most awkward ending spot ever. Come on, man. Fight me! No, there's nothing to invade. That's the thing, is like... there's nothing on his land. He keeps saying, I can make it worthwhile if you drop all your claims. No! Can I just... there's no... yeah, all I have is like... no, I'm not interested in negotiating, and that's all I can say. Yeah, so I think if I was to take a wild guess, the developer didn't really have the time or energy to program in the AI actually building their own towns. I'm taking a stab in the dark here, because the barons that own this land, the land is empty. It's not like there's a rival city. It's just empty land that they own, that they, like, occasionally send an army to protect. So there's I'm invading his land right now. There's just nothing to do. There's nothing for me to destroy or anything. It's just an empty land that I'm hoping that he chooses to defend, because otherwise I can't have a battle. And he keeps just saying he wants to pay me for me to drop my claims. So I tried to show you a big scale battle, and I failed. And I'm okay with that, I guess, because I did my very best. So that, my friends, is awkwardly where I'm going to have to leave off. Thank you for tuning in to Manor Lords, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 16th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch a next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Manor Lords.